Okay, what's up, fellow traders? So, many of you asked the question of how to identify support and resistance easily. So, in our 15 years of trading, we actually went for a lot of courses. We tried a lot of things to identify the right levels, or rather, how to identify support and resistance. And honestly, it's been a struggle, right? We've been through a lot of mentoring sessions, a lot of programs, and we thought we just share with you what works for us best, right? Because what we're about to share with you is something that is definitely by no means perfect. I mean, there's no perfect way to determine a support resistance level, but it's easy. It's easy on your eyes, and it's so easy for you to pick it up. Okay, so without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you this indicator. So the first thing you want to do is head over to TradingView. If not familiar with TradingView, it's actually an excellent platform for you to use, and it's free. So the first thing you want to do is you want to add this indicator. So let me show you how to do this. Click on indicators, and you just type this. It's called multi-time period charts. This one over here. Okay, so I'm not going to add it because I have already added it. So let's just click on the settings. Settings wise, you can just leave it as auto, right? Calculation true range. Okay, true range means that it takes into account the entire trading, the trading zone, right, including the spike highs and the spike low. Okay, style, of course, you can feel free to do it in whatever ways you want. Okay, so now let's go through point one. How do you use this indicator to determine support and resistance easily? Okay, so you can see over here, as I explained earlier, right? Each of these boxes, we call them boxes, right? It covers the low and the high. So one box over here is 1 day, right? 1 day, 1 day, 1 day, 1 day. Okay, I mean you can count. Okay, so 1 day has a one candle is 4 hours. So 1 day there's 24 hours. So you should have 6 candles here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So how do you use this indicator? So basically we use the boxes high, okay, the spike high and the spike low, okay, as resistance and support levels. So you can see now we're looking at euro dollar, okay. So you look at this low here coincides with somewhere around here, right? So you ask yourself, why did price from here stopped over here? So if you look left, you realize that, oh, it's actually the previous box low. So this is a very effective way to identify support and resistance level. I think by now you can see it's actually very clear, including this level over here. How did we get this level? We look left, you see over here is 2 boxes. Okay, so how do you use this indicator? The more boxes there are, meaning that in this kind of cases, you see this is a 2 box high, 1, 2, the stronger it is. And logically, it makes sense because if something is, is holding more, let me rephrase that. If something is actually holding for a longer time, that means that that level is stronger. So if you look at this level here, 1 box, 2 box, 3 box, 4 box, 5 box, and what happened? Price retested it. Of course, this one is a very long spike down. Okay, but then what happens when price came back to visit this zone over here? You see, it kind of roughly aligns very nicely. So I think the next question you will probably ask is which time frame do you do this on? Normally we like to do it on a H4. So actually this is for a day, right? The other consideration that you could do it for would be to change this time frame towards a weekly, right? Something like this. If you are a swing trader, so it really depends. So if you use the H4, you can see over here it's very clear. This one has been the resistance for one week, another week, right? In fact, it was also a support here. So this is why price actually came back here, right? How about these two weeks? What happened? Why did price stop here? If you look left, it's actually this box low and this box low, as well as almost here. So you can see it's a very easy way to identify a support and resistance level. Okay, so let me know if you have any other questions. So now I'd like to talk about question 2, because one of the questions that a lot of new traders always ask is, how do you know if that's the right support and resistance level? Now, let me explain that that's kind of the wrong question to ask, because when you ask that question, you're actually pre-framing that you know where the market will stop, that you have a crystal ball, that it's possible to tell that, oh, this is the, confirm the level that price will bounce off. But the truth is, there's no certainty in trading. You'll never know fully if a level is true or not. So the fact is, if you don't know whether a support or resistance will definitely hold or not, the question is, why stress over it? Why stress about whether you got it right or wrong? The way we see it is very simple. For example, if you look at you identify this as resistance over here, and you sell over here. Okay, you sell over here. As long as your risk to reward makes sense, if you risk $1 and you have a potential reward of $3, then you should always take the trade, right? Because asking yourself questions such as, how do I know that this is the right level? It will get you to overthink the trading process, right? Because you always look for confirmation. And the truth is, trading is uncertain. So if you keep looking for confirmation and you keep looking for a trading system that gives you that certainty, you'll never find it. Or at least in 15 years, we haven't found something that has a 100% probability, 100% success rate. So you are better off just counting the risk, right? If let's say you have taken this trade here and you do a 30 pip stop loss, right? And you target the bottom of the range and you have like 1:3. 1:3 means that even if you are only right 30% of the time, you still make money, you see. So I think this is really the wrong question to be asking, right? Whether the level is correct or wrong. The question you should be asking yourself would be, does it make sense for me to take this risk? Okay, if you can think from that standpoint, I think you really approach trading a different way, including the signals that we give, because you shouldn't be asking how certain are you about the signal, but you should be asking what is your hit rate, okay, and what is your average risk to reward. So as long as we have a positive expectancy, then you should always take the trade, right? Don't cherry pick, don't don't give in to emotions, don't abandon the plan. So as we always say, sticking to a plan is the hardest part, right? Trading is 80% psychology and 20% methodology. So we hope this video has been useful for you. We'll continue to make more videos like this. So definitely hit the subscribe button. So regarding the next topic, we'll ask a poll again, and we look forward to giving you more value. We'll see you in the next video.